Good morning, Louise here again. Today I'm going to show you some text effects. I was doing some flashcards for my son and I thought I'd show you how to do a cool little effect that just looks really nice. So we're going to name our file that. On the left we are going to create our frame. Again, on our right we can change the color or the size or anything we want. I'm just going to leave it white for now. Select the text tool and write cool text. You can copy this by selecting Alt and dragging it down. Okay, so now each word has its own frame. So we can go Control A, select the whole word and change the font. So for this effect, it works best with a bold, thick font. So I'm going to go with Jockey 1. If you want to change the font, you can either click down and scroll through all the Google fonts that are on here. If you want to see them, what they look like, you can just select the name of the font and press down and it will change and you can see the font. But let's just go back to Jockey 1, increase the file size. I'm just going to make it 100 and do the same with these. Jockey 1 and 100, and same with this one. And there you go. So you have your 3 boxes. I'm gonna make the whole frame black and the words white. So you can select all the frames by selecting Shift and clicking. You can change the fill to white. And then to change the frame color, you click on the frame and you go to fill and you make it black. Quick and easy. Now for this effect, actually we can go much bigger. So let's try 200. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to just make the frame a little bit smaller so that we have more control. And bring it all the way up, right underneath each other. Make sure they're centered. There we go. This is going to be really simple to create the shadow effect, drop so that it looks like the words are on top of each other. We are going to put the first word at the top, second word in the middle, and then last word right at the bottom. Then we're going to select our rectangular tool, cover the word just at the top, use a linear gradient and make it black. The zero opacity gradient we're also going to make black. And there we go. Really quickly, we have a shadow. You can do Alt drag the shadow and just extend that over the word. And there we go. A little quick little shadow effect. Actually, I'm going to make the words, let's make the words a nice green. There we go. And there you have a nice cool text effect. Obviously the shadow, if you have a different background, you can change the shadow to fit into the background. Because this is all black, it doesn't actually matter that it either goes over or not. But the moment you change the slide color from black to white, you'll see the frames. So try and make the background the same color as your shadows, or the shadows the same color as your background. And there we go, a cool text effect. Let's try something else. Okay, so now we have that text effect, and then we're going to try something else. I'm just going to show you how to give your text the slice through effect. So I'm going to type slice, oopsie, slice, and we can change it to a different font if we like, or we can just keep it the same. The first thing we're going to do is make it really big, so let's do 300 points. Now we're gonna have to convert this into a flat layer, so you can either right click and say flatten, or you can just hit Control E. There we go. So now we have our word in a flat object. So this is where you can't go back and change the spelling or change the word or anything like that. So you need to be quite sure that you have you're happy with the word and happy with the font before you do that. So for this, we're going to need to copy it. So we go Alt, drag. I just put that one at the bottom for now. Then we're going to go over to our pen tool and see where we want the angle of the slice. Close the path. Now it's quite important that you actually take away the stroke. If you leave the stroke there, it interferes with the effect. So remember to take away the stroke. Your shape will still be there. It will be highlighted in blue, and you can see it on your left hand side, but the stroke has been taken away. Now you select your shape that you created and your word, and you go up at the top and you go subtract selection, and then you've sliced it. So now you have the top slice. Now you need the bottom slice. The quickest way that I've found to do this is to change the color and copy this slice so that you get the angle exactly the same. Now you're going to Alt drag it down, make sure it fits perfectly. That's why I've changed the color of the bottom layer to make sure that we don't see any of the outlines. Now you're going to select both again, and you're going to say subtract again, and then you get the bottom half, and there you have your slice effect. Let's take it slightly off center, and this is where you can have some fun. You can take it to the first layer to the top, move it, and you can give it a drop shadow here on your left with effects. so that actually looks like it has been cut and it's sitting on top of it. You can edit your drop shadow here by changing the X value and the Y value. We want to take it down, so not so much, and of course you can either blur it more or not. You can just play around and see what effects you like. But there you go. There you have sliced your word. Put it in the center just because I like it. And there you go. So we have two effects that we've done today. One is just doing a drop shadow to see that it looks like the text is sitting on top of each other. And the other one is to slice through the text. Again, once you have it in one group, you can make it bigger or smaller and fit it into any design that you want. But that's it for today, those two text effects, and let me know what other cool effects you would like me to show you how to do in Figma. It's slightly different to Photoshop, so there's different ways to do it, and let me know. Thank you. Bye guys.